tensions escalate at Columbia University. Take a look. The NYPD in riot gear arresting protesters that took over that building right in the heart of campus. New pictures from inside that building show barricades and broken glass. The protests at Columbia inspired this movement that's now spread across the country.
And that includes right here in the Bay Area, where those encampments remain in place at San Francisco State, UC Berkeley, and Stanford. NBC Bay Area's Jocelyn Moran is at Stanford tonight. Jocelyn, students are paying close attention to what's happening on the East Coast.
Yeah, exactly. Now, right here at Stanford, everything remains peaceful as it has the last few days. But pro-Palestinian protesters are very well aware as to what's going on at other universities like Columbia. One person we did speak to tonight saying that they want those who are getting arrested to know that they here are with them. Tonight, chaos at Columbia University as police in riot gear moved in. NYPD saying about 100 people have been arrested. Officers were seen using a vehicle with a ramp to access the second floor window of Hamilton Hall, which protesters occupied early this morning. In addition to those inside the building, others outside were seen being placed in zip ties. This came after Columbia University tonight sent a letter asking the NYPD for assistance. Before officers made their move, students had been warned to shelter in place. In a statement about why police were called, Columbia University says in part, quote, after the university learned overnight that Hamilton Hall had been occupied, vandalized, and blockaded, we were left with no choice. Tonight, NYPD says Hamilton Hall is now cleared. These are photos of the aftermath released by Columbia University. They show furniture stacked inside an elevator, broken windows, and other damage, though it's unclear who is responsible for it. While this was all unfolding on the East Coast, protesters at Stanford University were watching.
I hope that people around the country will use them as a model for action and for change. Honestly, I pray for them and I thank them because they are leading a very, very difficult fight.
At White Plaza, everything remained peaceful tonight. Tents remain up with signs around the encampment. It's a similar scene at UC Berkeley and at San Francisco State. But all is not calm at every campus in California. At Cal Poly Humboldt, officers in riot gear moved in on protesters there early this morning. They had been occupying 2 buildings for several days. Like protesters on other campuses, they're calling for the university to divest from companies doing business in Israel. At least 35 people were arrested. Now, here at Stanford, the university has said that students violating university policy could face consequences up to even suspension. The protester who I spoke with tonight says there is fear around that, but that fear does not compare to what students at other universities have been facing, nor what people in Gaza are currently facing. At Stanford, I'm Jocelyn Moran, NBC Bay Area News.